Older devices tend to have easier parts to deal with because they're bigger, because the technology is not shrunken down. So it's much easier to repair older parts on older devices. However, it's harder to find parts on older devices. I'll give you an example. Here's a synthesizer that I've desperately wanted to buy. Ever since the day I heard it the first time back in early 2000s, I've been in love with that thing, and I just never had the money at the time to buy it. And when I finally had the money to buy it, it skipped my mind. And honestly, I'm kind of glad that it did skip my mind. The synth I'm talking about is the Andromeda A6. I love that thing. It is the most powerful synthesizer made. And I say that with a grain of salt because we all know the Polybrute, I think it's the Polybrute, is way more capable. And a lot of the newer synths are way more capable, but they don't have as many voices. They just don't. No one's crossed that 16 voice polysynth level ever since the Andromeda A6. But why I won't buy an Andromeda A6 is not because of the fact that people are selling them for absurd prices. $5,000 for a device that will never have an update is crazy. It's why I won't buy an MPC 60 or anything like that. It's just too much money. The real reason I won't pull the trigger is boutique parts. The Andromeda A6 is a synthesizer that came with custom chips that were only made for it and never designed again. What that means is as they start to fail, you can't find those parts at all, unless you find another Andromeda and you take that one apart to repair yours. That's pretty much how that works. I don't want to do that kind of investment. And there's a couple of plugins out there that come close. I'm just gonna have to suffice with the plugins for that sound. And it's kind of unfortunate because I wish somebody would make another Andromeda A6. Alesis doesn't exist anymore. InMusic brand owns Alesis. I don't know if they would ever consider it, but if they ever consider it, I would happily be the person to test that thing out, put it through its paces, and showcase it because I love that thing for its capabilities. But coming along with something similar to it, the Polybrute is very close. I mean, it does way more than I could ever think of for an Andromeda A6. It's more so about the sonic characteristics. And that's the thing we are always chasing. We're all chasing what we like as the characteristics of a device. And quite frankly, I don't think anyone's going to make another Andromeda A6 or anything like that. It's kind of hard sell to say I'm going to go spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 on something that doesn't have any longevity, no way to repair whatsoever,